London, stand up. Look. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't going like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They begin the drive with Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Where's defense for the Steelers? They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often know for a sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, the Ravens sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Again, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 18. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Hill to return it. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with what coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well tonight. Extra time off. And we're seeing teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Off play action. Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 60 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards that time for number 14. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
First and 10, here's Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Pickett back to throw. Man open is Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Robinson, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the kind of offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Hill shedding the tackle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. And this is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Johnson goes in motion left. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Pickett sets up play action. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. That one goes for 24 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an auto play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They try the left side with Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw caught by Flowers. And he will have the Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Escapes the defender. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. But he's got his target, Harris. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Robinson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And they run with Harris off the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens.
Off play action, Pickett. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Pickett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Allen Robinson from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Pickett will try to throw for this. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Steelers 23.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Pickett now on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First and 10, here's Pickett. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's Hill again on second down. There he goes left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. The carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
There on the tackle, Mika Fitzpatrick.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 169 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this